So one of the pieces that is our residents are becoming very familiar with is an entity called the OFCC, which is the Ohio Facility Construction Commission. And OFCC is you may remember about 20 years ago, there was tobacco money that was delivered to the state of Ohio. That tobacco money was used and given out to school districts for building projects. Well, that tobacco money is gone, but the state has maintained the OFCC project. So I want to talk a little bit about how they do that. That project is designed by taking the 610 or 611 school districts in the state of Ohio, and they rank order them from the poorest to the wealthiest. 1 being the poorest, 610 being the wealthiest. Beaver Creek, our number is 510. So what they do is they will start with those poorer districts and they will move up and help fund the project. Basically what it is, it's the easiest way to look at it, it's like a coupon. That coupon from the state gives you a certain dollar amount of return. So for every dollar spent, the state will come in and be a bigger partner. So as you can imagine, if you're on the lower end, they are a bigger partner. There are school districts that may be an 80-20 split, that the state's paying 80% of their project and the local community is going to pay 20% of that. For our district, we are at 17%. Originally about a year, if you look at the slide that we presented last year, we were at 14%. So that number has changed. We are now at 17%. And so my example here is we are going to enter into what is called an expedited local partnership program. Our Board of Education actually has a meeting this Thursday morning at 7 a.m. so that we can approve 3 resolutions to move forward with this program. What this program does for us is we are building a very large project. The state currently is not a partner with us. By doing these resolutions, they become a partner with us. What's different, so how many people have seen Fairborn's new high school off 675? Okay, so Fairborn, that is a beautiful building. Their number, Fairborn's number, has already been drawn, so they are already working with the state. We are probably, I don't know, 10, 15 years away from Beaver Creek's number being drawn. So what happens when your number gets drawn, they sit at the table with you. They are a partner. That school is your community school and it is the state school. That's how that school gets built. So Fairborn School, those decisions are made with a state representative sitting there and a school district representative because they're such a big player in there and they know how much money they're giving. When you're an expedited local partner and you're in that program, what we are doing is they give us a design manual, and that design manual says, hey, if you want this project or parts of the project to be seen as OFCC 10, 15 years down the road when we get the number 510, you have to enter this agreement, and when the project is done, we are going to look at everything you did, and we're going to determine of the 265 million, and it's really 260 because remember I told you the 5 millions for other projects, but they're going to look at that number and they're going to say how much of that number actually met our design manual. Our goal obviously is to design a building that meets their design manual where it makes sense. There's some pieces that financially it may not make sense for us to do that. So we do not have a state person sitting at the table for us. So it gives us much more flexibility. But at the end of this, my example is if the state comes back and says it appears that 150 million of your project meets our design manual, therefore that's what we're going to go ahead and give you credit. That goes into some file somewhere in the state that when they pull number 510, they'll say, all right, they already have an expedited local partnership program for a project they completed in 2029. And 150 million of that was eligible for reimbursement. The state will send the school district $25.5 million for this project. So they are a partner, but that partnership will not arrive until our number gets pulled. And so, and that 25.5 million is state money that we're all paying today that are your taxes, and it's our way of getting our state money, our taxes back into our project, into our school district. So I want to explain what the ELK project is, because I want everybody to understand that even though the Fairborn people have said, well, Fairborn took advantage of state money, our project is gonna take advantage of state money. Our number just hasn't been pulled yet.